Hi, cozy friends. Welcome back to Carmen's Cozy Corner. I'm Carmen, coming to you from my cozy condo here in Chicago, where I paint, stitch, read, and snuggle up with my rescue kitten. This is your little pocket of calm in a busy world. Grab something warm and let's get cozy together. Hi, good morning, and happy Monday. So I am back at work. This is actually, I think, my second week back at work, and I actually had tried to vlog the first few weeks back, but honestly, things were just so hectic. So I decided that I would film this week. Please ignore the cat. I just put these lights up and she's just fascinated by them, and I get it. They kind of look like a cat toy, so we'll see if she eventually leaves. I decided that I would film this week because things are a little bit more settled at work, and I thought I would do a bit of a reading vlog mixed in there. So I started this book yesterday, Cats People, and I think you guys might recognize this book from a vlog I did a couple weeks ago. I went to the bookshop with my friend and I picked up this one and I started reading this. I'm only about 40 pages through, but basically it's about, it's like connected stories. People are connected by this stray cat named Cat. And basically how caring for him brings all these people together, and you're learning a little bit about each person and their backstory, what's going on with them. Our main character, her name is Nuria, and I love her. She has 3 cats of her own in the book, and they have the cutest name, Gazpacho, Miel, which is Spanish for honey, and Churro. And I just think those are really cute, and I've really been enjoying this. I feel like this can be very heartwarming. What are you doing? All right, so I got to do some reading during my lunch break, and one thing that I've noticed that this book is just really fast, I mean not fast paced, but it's like just really easy to get through. And so far we've met a few different characters. Our main character, Nuria, she is a 30-something master barista living in New York, and she has 3 cats, and I get the feeling like she's kind of just feeling a bit lost. She really enjoys her work. She loves being a master barista. She finds a lot of joy in her volunteer work with feeding the stray cats. Then we have another character. His name is Colin, and he's a best-selling author, and I think he's feeling a bit stuck as well. He's having a hard time writing a 3rd book, and he is a bit of an introvert. He sees Nuria feeding Cat in the alleyway, and he writes her a post-it note, and like they're kind of starting that communication like that, like she doesn't know who it is. Then we have the mailman, Omar, and he's the mailman in that area, and he's also friends with Cat, and he calls him Gatito, and he's really sweet. He's like just a happy personality, and he seems very caring. And then we have another character. His name is Bong, and he is the owner of the bodega that's right there near that alley where Cat lives, and his wife Conchita had recently died, and he's feeling very depressed and just overwhelmed with grief. And they all are connected to Cat. So Bong's wife, she used to feed the cat, so they're all connected to him. They take care of him. There's also another character. What is her name? Hold on. Lily. Lily is not long lost, but the secret half sister to Nuria. Her dad had left her family and had a new started a new family, and that's where Lily comes, and Lily wants to connect with Nudia. So yeah, that's it so far. I mean, honestly, a lot of this is very like kind of like pulls at your heartstrings, especially when you have chapters from the perspective of Cat and how he talks about how he has to struggle to survive, and like how people have been cruel to him, and that just breaks my heart as a animal lover and a cat owner. But also like the story of Bong and his just immense grief of losing the love of his life, the person that, you know, he planned to, well, I mean, I guess he is old, but you know, the person that he lived his life with, and that was just really, really gut-wrenching. But yeah, I really like it. It's just such a nicely written story, and again, if you're an animal lover, cat lover especially, I think you would really enjoy this. And I was actually just reading that the author, Tanya Guerrero, is Filipino and Spanish, so that makes sense with the name of her her cats. They all have Spanish last names. Yeah. All right, dinner, we have some spring rolls, a salad, and here we have an Olipop. This is the vintage cola. Got some videos that might want to watch. Cat. And gonna be reading more of my book later. So I have my tea, I had my waffles. It was like a nice way to start the day. So yesterday I got to page 1, I finished up to page 109. And I gotta say, this book is really, I think it's really sweet. I like the characters. I especially like the character of the mailman, though sometimes he does seem a little one-dimensional. I would like to see some more from him. And I also like the character Bong. Oh, Omar, that's the name of the man. I really like the character Bong. He's the bodega owner. He makes me so sad though, because he misses his wife so much. But I love that helping the cat is something that he knows that his wife would want, that his wife was really about loving, about giving back, and about caring for others. So I love that he's carrying on her legacy like that. And I love Cat's character. He is so cute, especially like when he is kind of judging the humans and kind of trying to think like, why are they being like this, and like there's an easy solution, and he kind of gets involved in those ways. So it's really cute. It's just such an enjoyable read. Honestly, after reading, let's see, I read thrillers, I read fantasy, and then the last fantasy book I just finished was A Court of Wings and Ruin. And if you've read that, you know it's like really heavy on war and battle, and so having something like sweet is really nice. So I'm really loving it. All right, it's been a crazy day. It's like 10 something. I'm gonna read for a little bit and then go to sleep. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It has been so crazy at work. Like yesterday, I didn't get any chance to read during the day, like during my lunch break. Let's not show off our buttholes, Chai. Hi, baby. But I did get to read last night to page 133. I think I read like 20 pages. And this book is really So there's a lot of connection that these strangers are making with each other, and whether it's connecting over being awkward and trying to make friends, or feeling lost in your life, or over the loss of the love of your life, and or someone that you love. People, they're connecting, and it's great to see how Kat is bringing them all together. But I think I'm going to start on a chapter where something happens to Kat. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for that. Hi, baby. Oh, you're being so snuggly. But today is another busy work day, so I'll try to read a little bit during lunch and maybe update you if I have time. Otherwise, I'm going to try to read tonight. I didn't get a lot of chance yesterday because I went grocery shopping yesterday and just had so much to do. But the goal today is to be able to read, and also maybe do some painting because I haven't done that in a while. But yeah, my water is boiling for my tea, and I need to get to a meeting. All right, so I'm gonna take a break from work, just a little break, and I'm gonna read for a little bit. Oh. See, I'm tearing up because like this was really sweet. So I don't want to give away too much, but this is a very heroic little cat, a very caring cat, and what he did for, oh, sorry, I kicked the camera, what he did for his person, yeah, it's just so sweet. And honestly, you see it in some videos. Like, what I think of is a lot, I don't know how many years ago it was, this little boy was out on his tricycle in front of his yard, and a dog came and started attacking him, and their house cat came and defended him. It kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, it's really sweet. I gotta get back to work, so I will check in. All right, so this is a situation for dinner. Manu is at a work dinner, so I ordered myself a veggie burger with some fries. I don't know, doesn't matter. There's nothing more satisfying than a veggie burger and some fries and some ketchup. It's just elite. This is really hitting the spot. And I know last night I had a veggie burger and some tater tots, but you know, I had salad for lunch. I had a salad for lunch and a hard-boiled egg, so. And I didn't even use all the dressing. I only used like half of the dressing. So basically I'm really healthy. Basically, like, follow me for more health advice. Just kidding, don't follow me for health advice. So I worked on these two little flower, I don't know, studies. I really like how they came out. This one I did on like a torn piece of paper, and then this one, because it's actually really hard to paint on like loose paper like that. So then I just painted in here and kind of gave the illusion of it being torn, and I think it looks really good actually. I like both of them a lot. And now to clean up this mess. I got completely distracted in that comic shop, and now I'm walking in the rain. But it's not too bad, and it's honestly so gorgeous out right now. Manu ordered some food for us from this place called Urban Vegan. This pad thai is so good. Apparently she's been crazy while I've been gone, and it's raining more. All right, so I want to, So I want to give a proper ending to this vlog and discuss my thoughts on this book. So I got my tea ready. Chai is over here sniffing my pockets where I had treats earlier. So don't mind if you hear that in the background. So yeah, let's get into it on my thoughts on this book. This cat. There's nothing else in my... Oh, I do have some extra treats. Oh. Okay, so I want to start by saying that this was my first time reading anything by this author, and I will say overall I enjoyed this book. It was easy to read. It had a nice plot. I liked the characters. I loved the idea of reading from the perspective of the cat. I am an animal lover. I volunteer at a rescue. I have a rescue cat. Darcy, my dog, he was a rescue, so rescuing and taking care of animals is very dear to my heart. So this was just right up my alley. So overall, I gave this book a 3.5. The things I really liked, like I said, were the characters. I really liked Nudia. I liked Colin, Bong, and I really loved Kat. I love reading from his perspective. I enjoyed the setting of New York City, though some of it felt a little hard to believe, where like these people kept on running into each other so frequently. I've been to New York, and New York is crazy, but maybe if you live in like a certain borough, you just get to know the people, or I think the whole thing is because they're all connected through the cat. But that was just a little bit like, okay, like how often are you running to the same people when you live in New York City? So I liked the setting, just except for that was like a little unbelievable. The plot overall was good. It was really just a connection, like how these people are connected by this stray cat and how his well-being is important to all of them. Overall, all the plot lines were good. The characters were good. Sometimes I felt like one of the characters was a little too stereotypical with like the words that he used, but otherwise it was fine. The characters were fine. One character in what plot line that kind of felt a little, I don't know, maybe not necessary, could have been a different, like could have taken a different line, was the half sister. I won't get into that. Just that felt a little light. I felt like we could have had some more information on that and building more on them, like having them get to know each other sooner. But overall, I really enjoyed this book. I think it was a great palate cleanser after I read A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I'm going to read another fantasy book after this. I say if you are an animal lover or a cat lover, yeah, definitely pick this up. It's a great read. It's fun and it's enjoyable. And again, you fall in love with this cat, honestly. The ending was sweet and pretty realistic, I think, when it comes to the cat. And I really enjoyed it. So thanks for coming along on this vlog. I hope you enjoyed the bits of reading, but also some of the art. And of course, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the cute animals at the animal rescue. And I can't wait to see you guys back here for another vlog. Bye.